tender, hot and spicy, with a steamy look. It was passed on down by my mother, sweet. She told me, honey, this will be a real good treat, to turn a man's heart into a buttercream. Well, you cook a dish that makes him want jump and scream. So come into my kitchen,
Come into my kitchen.
come on down to my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
I said, come into my kitchen.
Come into my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Okay, so we've made a number of different fillings, and then we've got this bean curd skin, which again, if you remember, started out as these big circles, and we've actually cut them in half because they're so big. So we've got 3 different fillings here, plus a 4th vegetable one. We're going to show you 2 different basic preparations. One of them is more kind of spring roll, egg roll style, and one of them is a braised, much larger roll. So, but let me show you this. I'm going to take a whole half sheet here. Hopefully this will work. And do this much larger roll. If I can get this thing to work. So this is the vegetarian one. So we've got some shiitake mushrooms, as well as tree ear mushrooms, carrots, some water chestnuts chopped up. Anyway, all this has just been basically stir-fried with a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of 5-spice powder. And then this one we're gonna do a pan fry, but then after that we will actually then braise it for a little while. So there's no real danger this thing isn't gonna soak up some liquid. But I'm gonna do a much bigger wrap here. Because in the end, this whole thing will be one giant roll that once it's all cooked up, we'll end up slicing it into pieces this way. So it's one big giant one, so you wouldn't serve this to an individual. In fact, you can even make these a little bit bigger if you wanted to. And sometimes you can take this whole piece and wrap it a second time, which get a little bit more of a roll. So a little cleaner edge. Crunch, crunch, crunch. All right, that's good enough. It'll look prettier once it's all cooked up.
You want to start that one first?
Yeah, so I'll get this one. So the big one, we've got a pan here with some oil in it. We're gonna start to just pan fry this thing a little bit for a little while and let it brown up on one side, and then we'll flip it over, brown up, and then we'll add some broth and let it braise for a bit. The other ones we're gonna deep fry.
Yeah.
Yep, slightly brown. We'll get the other side going. So again, since we're gonna braise this one, even if you get this thing to a crisp crunch here, it's gonna soften up, which is okay, but what we want is just a little bit of color on this. Much better color on that side. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna add our braising liquid. This is the mushroom soaking liquid, plus we added some oyster sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. And I'm gonna pour this in and then cover it up and let it braise and steep. We'll just let that go for a little bit until it's cooked through, and then probably flip it after about 5 or 6 minutes and let it continue to cook.
To my kitchen.
Come down to my kitchen.
Won't you come into my kitchen and I will feed you fine. We got oven-baked potatoes,
Oven-baked potatoes.
spicy plum tomatoes,
Spicy plum tomatoes.
there's dumplings in the chicken.
Dumplings in the chicken.
It's very finger-licking.
Very finger-licking.
Won't you come into my kitchen and I will feed you fine. I said, come into my kitchen.
Come into my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Won't you come into my kitchen?
Come into my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Won't you come into my kitchen